Hello there, how are you? So happy to see you. I'm happy to see these guys too. I'm Christy Lemire. That's Ben Mankiewicz. That's Matt Atchity. We are all here. It's been a rotating cast of sundry and assorted people, but my good friends are back. So I'm happy to see you both.
I'm glad to be here.
Good to see you. So box office. So this week we have a ton to talk about. We've got box office. We have, what do we have? We have video recommendations for you. We have movie news. We have a multitude of things to talk about, but we're going to start out, as we always do on Monday, with box office. The Meg, you guys, everybody saw The Meg. Like twice as many people as they thought were gonna go see The Meg actually went and saw The Meg. Their expectations were that it would make only about $20 million over the weekend, and it made $45.3 million in the US alone. This is your obligatory August shark movie. They always do well, never count out. The big dumb shark movie in August.
That's three straight Augusts with shark movies that did very well.
Right, so you had 47 Meters Down last summer, for which there's now going to be a sequel. 48 Meters Down, maybe. It's one more meter down. And then The Shallows, which we all loved.
How about 94 meters down?
A lot, yeah, double meters. We need more, because you gotta amp it up for the sequel. The Meg did really, really well, all over the place, actually. But it cost $150 million to produce, which is kind of shocking to me, which if you guys end up seeing it, you'll see it kind of looks shoddy.
And it costs $150 million and probably at least that to market it.
Right.
But it appears to have paid off, that marketing. Because there's a quote in this box office article about how it's still no guarantee it's gonna make back its production and marketing costs. But I mean, they lie before they even have to lie,
Is
right?
lying,
Like they're of course it's going to make
Maybe
its money back. Of course it's going to make money. It's going to make money. I just guarantee you there's some people out there with points in this that they have no interest in paying, so they're planning ahead of time.
Okay.
Look, a movie that made this much, because look, the overseas numbers are in there too, right?
Yes.
It did better around the world than it did here.
Right, because it's the international language of being eaten by a shark.
That's right.
And it takes place in China.
We've been trying to get this movie made for like 20 years.
Yeah, it's based on a book.
It's based on a book. I happen to know that because my uncle was that writer's literary agent.
Oh, fancy.
So I know that they were talking about getting that movie made. My uncle was all excited, like, oh yeah, we got a movie deal sold. And every few years it's like, what's going on? Where's this movie?
Well, a giant prehistoric shark movie is kind of evergreen.
Right.
I feel like there's never a wrong time for a giant prehistoric shark movie. So yeah, Ben mentioned that globally it did really, really well too. It made, well, $96.8 million in other places around the world for a global total of $141.3 million.
So if you make it cost $150 million. I don't care what you spend marketing, but made $140 million its first weekend, and people are telling other people to see it like it's fun, right?
It's fun, but it's not fun enough.
But it didn't make a profit.
But it will eventually.
Not gonna make any money.
And they did really well in IMAX. If you need to see your giant prehistoric shark movie even bigger in IMAX, it made $13.6 million in IMAX. More than half of that from China, $7 million from Chinese IMAX screens.
And they should call it Sharkmax. And in fact, since we've had sharks in successful movies for the last 3 years in August, August should now be called, you know what I'm gonna say?
Shark Month. Right, Shark Week is never enough for
Shark
people.
Week. We need a Shark Month. And then we're gonna get Shark Year.
Yeah.
So I liked one of the
Shark
really
Day.
fascinating things I thought in reading about this was that it did much better. It said it was the Meg over-indexed among Hispanic audiences, with a number of the top-grossing theaters located in heavily Latino markets. Top-grossing theater in the entire country was in San Antonio. Other big earners in Miami, Corpus Christi, Texas, and Phoenix.
I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, I couldn't begin to tell people why. Right. I mean, my hunches would be, good movies that are crowd pleasers, please all crowds.
Right.
It's not, we're all people.
It is
San Antonio Sharks, that's a team, right?
No.
No.
They started out there and they moved to San Jose because there's more water there. It makes more sense. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because it's a very international cast. And, Jason Statham, you have Lee Bing, you have Cliff Curtis, who you always like.
I always like Cliff Curtis. I like Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson is your insane billionaire developer who creates the whole scientific exploration center where all this stuff goes down. But it's a very international cast.
Cliff Curtis, like Anthony Quinn. Cliff Curtis can play
anybody,
any person from any an alien, a person, or any part of the world. Cliff Curtis can play that person. Yeah.
I think he's meant to be British, possibly Australian. I don't know.
So anyway, so I'm glad to see it. I mean, I don't know.
Will you see it?
I'll see it. Yeah, I'll see it. It's my kind of fun, dumb movie, but I saw Matt Singer put up a great picture because Jason Statham is in this or not? In this?
Yes,
He's the star.
yes.
Yeah, the
I
4
know what you're
pictures.
gonna say.
The four photos of Jason Statham. We'll add this in post production. The 4 photos of Jason Statham. They're all
Jumping
from
off things.
He's
Just standing there.
He's got a gun. He's out with a gun, and he goes, "This is from 4 different movies,"
Yeah.
and it is identical. It's really good.
Yeah, this is also this is Warner Brothers' biggest opener of the year. This beat Ready Player One, which made $41.8 million in March-ish.
And let's not pick on Statham. You could do that with Bruce Willis. You could do that with Clint Eastwood. There's plenty of people.
I
you
think
could
it's
do that
okay. Yeah, sure. But let's pick on Jason Statham. But I've been full out. I full out love Jason Statham. Yeah, I have no Jason Statham.
He knows his lane. He is safely, securely in his lane. He is comfortable there.
And what's the Roger Donaldson bank robbery movie?
The bank job.
The bank job.
There you
He's
go.
so great in the bank
Italian
job.
Job?
It's a little different.
No, that's
yeah.
a different job that he was in.
Bank job's great.
We should mention other movies that came out because other movies do exist besides The Meg. So Mission Impossible Fallout fell to number 2 in its 3rd weekend with $20 million. But it made a pleasing domestic total, as the Hollywood Reporter story says, of $162 million. It's doing really, really well. So globally now, the new Mission Impossible has made $427.6 million.
If it can double that,
Yeah.
it'll make its first dollar, and that'll be great. I want to make one complaint about
Please.
Mission Impossible, which is a standard complaint. When you have this beautiful, wonderful song, right, theme song, right, for Mission Impossible, you don't have to jazz it up and modernize it. You really don't. Just effing leave it. One time at least, just play it as is.
Did they not, ever?
No,
remember.
it starts out and you're like, oh, and then no, they can't help themselves. It's got to modernize it, and that's always a mistake.
Black Klansman opened in the top 5. It made $10.8 million from 1,500 screens, so that is really good. Did you guys see Black Klansman?
Not yet. I'm going to see it tomorrow afternoon.
Catch up with that. Anyway, so so that did really, really well. Specialty-wise, really fast, Dog Days, which if you watched the show last week, you know that I was a blubbering ninny at Dog Days. Oh my God, you're gonna cry at Dog Days.
I figure that.
Good Lord, I thought about you the whole time going, Ben's gonna be a mess. But in a good way, I was too, I feel your pain. Dog Days did not do very well, you guys. It only made $3.6 million. It finished in 12th place. It did not even make the top 10 this weekend in its opening weekend in theaters. So, but it's better than that. It's better than it looks.
Is it better than the Meg?
Different good.
That's a terrible answer.
The Meg needs to be big and dumb. That's my complaint.
If the
Anyway.
Meg had more dogs, would it be better?
There's a dog in the Meg. Don't even begin to spoil the dog in the Meg. Anyway, so also
I think
we have.
you just did.
No. We know there's a dog in the Meg. I'm not going to tell you what happens to the dog in the Meg.
Kills
Kills
the
the
show.
dog in the Meg. I think you just
Gave it away.
No. All right, really fast. Also, Mulan began production.
Yeah.
Disney's going back and doing live action versions of all of these classic animated films. We've seen Cinderella. We've seen a lot of other things. Now we have Mulan. Liu Yifei is going to star as Mulan, who is a woman disguising herself as a man to be a warrior. Did you guys see Mulan?
Yeah,
The
Yes,
animated Mulan?
of course.
Okay.
I have a 5-year-old daughter.
There you go.
Seen Mulan 6 times.
Is she a big fan of Mulan?
She loves Mulan, yeah.
Anyway, so that production on that
good.
began. We don't know yet when it is going to
No, we do.
open. Oh, we do. Hold on. Yes,
March
you're right.
27th, 2020.
You are correct. Thank you for that detail. Yeah, so that is among the many, many Disney live action films that are coming out to enjoy the fact that they can double dip and do, the animated version for your 5-year-old daughter and then do the grown-up version for 6-year-olds and up. So we'll keep track of that.